Let your body register the stillness beneath you. And through that attunement, you will begin to feel stillness in your physical body, in the midst of course, the movement that is there through the breath and other movements that might be happening in this moment as you adjust and settle into meditation. Just experiencing for yourself that both movement and stillness can coexist. And that we have a choice as to what we orient towards. Just give your body the time, all the time it needs. Some parts will likely settle more quickly than others. And as the body comes into stillness, into a felt experience of stillness, the mind has something to rest into, and it too may begin to come into a greater sense of stillness. And also you may notice that even in the midst of the thoughts moving, that there is also stillness in the mind. They're coexisting. And there's no need to force this or make this happen. It happens all on its own through intention and where we choose to put our attention. So today our focus will be judgment. And just notice how your system responds even as I say that word. Maybe something you've been judging about yourself or someone else or the world comes to mind. And you can allow it to do that for the purpose of this meditation so that we can really feel where judgment lives in the body, the emotional body, and the energy body. So again, just dropping that word judgment in. Perhaps getting images, memories, people's faces, habits that you might have. And just let those be used as activators of this energy that we collectively call judgment. And as we do this collectively as a group here today, the feeling, the places where judgment lives in our bodies may become that much more heightened. How does judgment show up in your body? Is it a tightness in the jaw or the lips, the shoulders? Is it a kind of a pushing away or a protecting? Is it a sinking feeling? Is it a clenching in the belly or in the hands? And in time, you can just let go of what initially came to mind and turn your attention to the sensory experience of this thing called judgment, which is not a word. It's actually a physical sensation that we all have, obviously, and we agree to call it judgment. But the word isn't the thing. It's an energetic experience in the body that is a form of intelligence and that is here to teach us and to help us to grow. Sometimes we judge ourselves for judgment, and it pushes it even further away and out of the realm of exploration. But everything that arises is sacred. Everything is here to help us to grow and to evolve. And so just shining the light of your awareness on where it is that you notice the movement, the tension, the sensations in the body. And although it may be in several places, you might want to just let yourself be drawn to where you're most inclined to go. Just rest your awareness there for a little bit. And notice that awareness is just curious. There's no judgment in awareness. It's open, it's available. It's kind. What happens when you don't judge judgment and you just allow it to be as it is? Like all of the emotions, judgment is a shared experience that we all have. And you could say also that we don't really even know where it's coming from. Is it possible that we judge someone else because they're judging themselves and we're just sensing that energy? Is it possible that presencing it with a kind of an openness and a kindness and a willingness to see what lies beneath it allows it to liberate itself, not only in us, but in others as well? It allows us all to come into a more comfortable expression of ourselves, it allows us to come into our humanity, to let go of ideals that we might impose on ourselves or others or the world. And there's a great freedom in that. Notice any changes in your body, perhaps a softening, a letting down, even perhaps a sense of movement, of energy, and of vitality. Maybe the heart begins to soften and a flavor of compassion begins to infuse our experience. And it is true that often we judge others for things that we wouldn't find acceptable in ourselves, or we've not yet been able to find a place of compassion for ourselves. So often it's a direct reflection of where we hold ourselves in standards that are simply ideas, simply beliefs. Perhaps opening to judgment allows us to soften into a curiosity about letting ourselves just be as we are, letting ourselves miss the mark sometimes. And that way we can really be open to the lessons that might come when we miss the mark. If we're in judgment, we're so closed and we're so caught in the mind that we don't feel the emanations of the heart and the soul that are really teaching us higher versions of ourselves. And are guiding us towards ways of being and ways of knowing that are supportive of this human journey that we're having. So for the remainder of the meditation, feel free to spend it as you like, but I'll suggest two options. If you are continuing to feel kind of strong sensations related to judgment, just continue to open to that and to make space for that and to see if you can view it with just kind of a freshness and an innocence. Or if you feel that it has sort of dissipated and you're ready to just rest as presence, feel free to do that as well. So you just let go of any of the instructions that I've given you so far around judgment. and even thoughts about it, and just come into this sense of open, radiant presence for the moment as it is, and just rest there. Let yourself be nourished there.